Let's learn something.
Learn what?
Coding.
Welcome. This is a series of short videos on programming for complete beginners. So if you're interested in learning programming as a novice, for whatever reason at all, then I hope this will be useful and help you start your journey. Before we get started, yes, this video is made with AI-generated voices, stolen memes, and movie clips.
'Cause that's all I can afford right now.
And I don't know how to freaking edit.
With that out of the way, let's get started, shall we? First of all, programming is actually very simple. You write lines of code, then you hit the run button. Some stuff happens under the hood, and finally the computer outputs the results. With code, one can create just about anything. This simple animation shows you how code translates into output. And the same goes with this math document. You can easily see the correlation between the code and its results. Exciting, isn't it? You can think of a computer as a very obedient dog. If you tell it to run, it runs. If you tell it to bark, it barks. And if you tell it to jump, but you accidentally put that into a, say, infinite loop, then it'll do just that. It's gonna keep jumping and defying the gravitational pull until it reaches the end of the universe. Aside from robot dogs, programming is present everywhere, and it's only gonna get more prevalent in our daily life. So I'd say now is a good time to learn programming. And so, I'm very excited to present to you the main course. It's an article on the most fundamental concepts of programming, designed to be as beginner-friendly as possible. It's also completely free and open source. You can just go to the site and get started right away, since no installation is needed. The article is built with pretext, which is responsible for the beautiful front end of the site. And most importantly, it features built-in interactive code cells. When learning new concepts, you can simultaneously run code examples, watch their output, and read the provided explanations. I'd encourage you to play around with the code by making modifications and seeing what happens. Again, this course is for those who are new to programming. Of course, I'll be delighted if the article and videos are useful and entertaining to everybody, but understand that the materials are designed specifically for beginners. We will explore the concepts on a surface level without ever going into detail. For instance, in the math paper example earlier, some might say this is actually coding and not programming. That may be true, but in my opinion, this distinction is one of the many trivia that hardly matters. To beginners, most of them are there just to confuse you. I'd like to give you an overview of the series. The video that you're watching right now is an introduction to the project. The next one will show you how a code editor works and a glimpse of what we'll use in the article. Then, we'll get into 8 of the most fundamental concepts of coding, which are programming languages, comments, variables, data types, data structures, operators, attributes, and functions. Then, I'd like to share some of my personal experiences throughout my journey with programming. These will help expand your options so that you can start exploring new concepts by yourself. And finally, we'll look at some of the slightly more advanced fundamentals, such as loops, classes, or conditional statements. And that is it. Going forward, I hope I can give you a good first impression of the wonderful world of programming. I'll see you again next time.